Hello, how you doing? Happy Thursday. Welcome to Darkness Over New Orleans. It's us today, Christian and Dylan. You got us tonight all night. All night long.
All night. It's like
All
a radio
right.
play.
Yeah, right? Hey, I'm your host. I'm your storyteller, Dylan. You can find me across the interwebs. Roll number 4. Then my name, Dylan with a Y, the cool way of spelling it. My pronouns are he, they, and I'll be all of your NPCs and storyteller for tonight. Christian, by all means.
Hey everybody. Hi, my name is Christian, aka Fluffy Goomba, all over the internets. I'm a TTRPG performer and educator here in the space. I'm also an event coordinator for good old fundraisers, for good old causes. And I will be playing Maximilian Washington, newly knighted Gangrel Primogen of this wonderful story. His pronouns are he, him, and so are mine.
I don't think that there's anything else that we need to really touch on. Except
no one else is here, so.
Free Palestine,
Yep.
and Congo, and Sudan.
Yep.
Netanyahu should never be here, and Congress should never give him 50 standing ovations.
They shouldn't have gave him anything.
He shouldn't have had a second in this country. That's just my spiel. Hey, we're going to, without any further ado, let's sink our fangs into this week's episode of Darkness Over New Orleans. Blah. When last we left off, we were at the Prince's Manor, and Max, you were just receiving the title of the Knight of the City. It holds no weight to it besides the honorific title. People will always look towards you. They give you the much well-earned and deserved respect, not just because you're Primogen, but because of your new title. Sorry, headset was getting a little off. Aubrey was granted a new mentor who also owned the Sanguine Sounds record label, which is a underground kindred music society. Gave him a chance to open up his own line of music once again, where he has complete autonomy over and all royalties and everything, and nothing goes to Sanguine.
Nice.
And Ambrose was gifted a home in the city. Thorn was gifted a home in the city.
Sure. Gotta remember Thorn
Thorn with a big
was gifted.
And Thorn also asked for sanctuary and safety within the city, which the prince graciously offered and said, you have complete safety within the city.
Yes, Thorn.
Thorn.
Oh, God. Ugh. Love the wording, how wording is taken so literally in this world setting.
There are certain things you just can't say. I mean,
just can't.
The whole evening consisted of, as soon as this presentation of gifts and accolades was handed off, The rest of the night was just partying, dancing, revelry, drinking from blood bags and from live hosts. The party continues through the evening, through the following day, and up until the next moonrise. Max, as you're noticing how the evening is starting to pan out, you're seeing people are finally starting to leave the manor, and they are heading out on their own. It's getting not sparse in the space that you're in, but it is definitely not as thick with the bodies that are there.
Right.
As you're surveying everything, you do see Thorn is leaving the manor arm in arm with Megan. And as you look at that, you see Aubrey over on the side, and he's speaking to Lady Aisha. And then several moments later, with a bow from both of them, he then leaves on his own.
Oh, okay.
So your coterie has up and left the scene. What would you like to do in this instance while you are still in the manor?
I think at their time, like when your social battery runs out in the middle of a party,
Yep.
when you're in the middle of a nice dance or in the middle of a just a big old celebration and you just lose it all, you just hit that like that stopping point. I think Max kind of tries his best to just become a wallflower. Just kind of like look at the surroundings, look at people celebrating, looking at people not having to worry about dying or the threat or the hunt of dying anymore, at least for now. And we get to we get to see what just the freedom of being is. And I think Max is just kind of enjoying that aspect, enjoying the peace as he's sitting down, staring out at the ballroom or the largest space where there are most people.
You'll see throughout the group, you'll see that there are the Ventrue who are not looking so tight, not looking so upright as they typically always do. The full day of partying has really loosened them up. You see a few members of your Gangrel clan milling about. One or two of them are hanging out with Angelo. You do see the hounds are, while they are still on guard, they are a little more relaxed. They are still in their positions or places, but you see them looser. There's a little sway to their step.
Does this include our knuckle duster dragger friend? Is he around? Is
Chuck?
Is Chuck around?
Chuck is in the back, and he's next to the gramophone, and he's got like if the gramophone is going outward this way, he's like standing right next to it, just like staring into it, and just, you see him just like.
Hey, I can appreciate getting lost in the music. I can appreciate that.
But yeah, that's everyone that is important to the city pretty much is here, except for Lady Aisha. Lady Grulan. Lady Grulan has not been here.
Yeah, for reasons, obviously. Yeah.
Yes.
I'll have to check on her at some point, but not now. But yeah, I think Max sees that Angelo's with the other Gangrel and kind of decides to be with that group because he's been so not with the Gangrel. He needs to start making up for it in his own mind. He's start making up for not being around them. So he does make his way over to the group of Gangrel that are with Angelo, and I'm guess Easy. Is Easy there as well?
Easy's there, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So you make your way over to Angelo's group, and everyone's just like laughing, just having a good time. And then you see Easy is the first one to notice you, and he just goes, "You." Oh, sorry.
You. No, don't even.
What's up, boss?
Don't
Mr. Nightman.
Don't even do that. Don't.
You thought I wasn't gonna say this shit?
I was hoping you would be nice and not say things.
I'm being nice,
Ugh.
sir.
Ugh. Don't.
You see all the other gangrel just like start snickering and laughing, and they all give a very polite, over dramatically huge bow, and Angelo's just cracking up. He's just my kids.
You get, this is the one day you get to do this, and then never again. Is that that's an order? No, what? Fuck it. That's an order. None of that shit.
You hear that? He made his first official order as a knight.
God damn it. Doesn't even have any. It's just a title. It's nothing crazy. I'm not getting like a sword or anything, or nothing. I don't think I'm not getting a sword. I don't think. Am I getting a sword? I don't know how does getting knighted work? I don't even know.
You see one of your gangrel, like pokes his head out from behind. Angelo goes, technically, knights had their own swords, and the whole ceremonial purpose was just dubbing them on their shoulders with the king's sword. So, if you don't have a sword already, I don't think you're getting one.
Oh, well, thank you for the insight. I did not know that, and I don't think I need a sword. Should I pick up a sword? That is the question. I don't even know. I'm not putting a sword in my gym. That's not.
Angelo walks over, puts his hand on your shoulder, goes, "You're overthinking this. You know."
I don't.
I think this is very fun, but relax, take it easy. You know everyone's busting your chops.
Yes, I do know that. Are you gonna start busting my chops too, or am I safe from that?
For now. You're safe for now. Don't worry. I've got a few things in the back pocket.
Oh, love that. I love that so much. Thank you for telling me. Thank you for warning me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. No. All in good time. All in good time.
Look, I just wanted to come over here, and I wanted to thank you all again for your wonderful, just for staying alive, for being you, for killing the fuck out of those weird creatures. Those Bokole didn't stand a fucking chance.
Everyone just starts like high-fiving each other, like grabbing each other on their shoulder, pulling them in, like gut punches of like, yeah.
I mean, we actually fought fucking dinosaurs and won. Not many can say that.
Easy goes. I honestly was a little frightened. I thought the Velociraptors would be a little more scary. Jurassic Park did not prepare me for this, but that was some shit, right?
That was some shit, indeed. God. Again, I don't know how we're gonna top that in terms of combat stories. Hopefully, we don't need.
Do we have
another one? I mean, no, I don't think so. But I don't think we're gonna have another one that strange. I'm gonna say. Hopefully for a few years, because I'm honestly tired of fighting for a while.
We heard, boss, heard. Yeah, okay. No, we're with you. We don't want to deal with anything else. First, we had the Ichor Beast. Then we got these stupid.
There's the Ichor Beast and the ghosts, and
Ichor
now
Beast, ghost, and now we have dinosaurs. I think that we filled our quota on tough shit that we've been fighting lately. It's been what, 2 months?
2 months. 2 crazy months. This is I don't think if you told me that this was the fate I was gonna be here in two months ago, I might have hit you. I want you all to just enjoy this freedom, because it's not just freedom for us, it's freedom for everybody here. And you made that possible. Your hard work, your bond. I am honored to share that with y'all, finally. And I hope to continue to grow that bond even further as this peace lasts and beyond.
Easy puts his hand on his cheek and just like walks up next to you. He's like, the fellas and I, we were talking. in the world of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, some schools, what they do is once you receive a new belt, you're supposed to walk down a line. And then on that line on either side are all the people in your school.
Right.
And what they do is as you're walking down, they baseball bat whip their belt at you. And you're supposed to not show any pain because this pain that you've received day in and day out has led you up to this point of your new title.
Right.
I think that we could all agree that you have earned your new title as Primogen.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to hit you with the belt, but
Right.
can we just give you a good congratulatory pop?
Do you all just want to punch me? All of you just want to just rock my
It's like
shit?
a birthday punch, you know? I mean, it's...
A birthday punch is a celebration. This seems like you just want to jump me because it's been a while.
Well, yes and no. I mean, it has been a minute. You have earned at least 1 or 2 clocks, but
Okay, all right. I that is true.
the
I
difference
suppose
between
that's true.
this and birthday punches,
Right.
you also get however old you are
Correct.
per person.
Right.
This is just 2 lines of one person each getting 1 hit.
So I'm not gonna be able to lift my arms tomorrow. Is what you're telling me?
I mean, that's up to however hard everybody hits you.
I'm gonna look at Angelo. What's Angelo's reaction to this shit?
Angelo just stretches, puts his hands behind his head, and just leans up against the wall and goes, "I'm not Primogen no more."
God, ugh. How many of my gang girl are here to punch me? How many punches am I
You
getting
got
here?
about 7 or 8. They're the only ones have left.
That's nothing crazy. Okay, I'm sure they'll be like, they'll punch me in the blue. Fuck it. If that's how the Brazilians do it, let's do it. Let's do it. This is why I went to boxing. I was not a.
They
jiu-jitsu man.
run up into 2 lines, just go like they had this plan for a long time. This was something they were talking about for a bit now, and they are all prepared. They're like doom, 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 doom. 4 on either side, spaced out a few feet, just shit-eating grin on their face.
Ugh. I see this has been practiced. I see that I was left out for quite some time. And I'll just
Easy comes up and he puts his hands on your shoulder, like leans in, whispers into your ear. You've earned this, man. You've really earned this.
I've earned this.
He just slaps the back of your neck and he gets into line with his with the rest of the clan.
Yeah. And I'll God damn it. I thought I'd be pain free today. Fuck me, I guess. And I'll sigh and pinch your nose and then walk the line.
And they just each one just gets one good pop, hits your bicep and the shoulder, and it's like you just rock a little bit back and forth like you're pinballing, and it's over in a matter of 20 seconds. By the time you walk from point A to point B, it doesn't hurt. You're less all right, this
Okay.
they were messing with you to really get you hyped up that this is gonna hurt and they're gonna rock you.
Right. Hey.
It was
And
maybe also a bit of a test to see if you trusted them.
Yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes. Of course. I'm gonna wake up and just be covered in bruises. These are delayed reaction hits. It's gonna be great. I can't wait to. I don't want to ever do that again. You should all come to my gym so my fighters can practice with you. Give you the Washington special.
They all nod and go, yeah, all right, we accepted. We'll be there.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Good people all around. No matter the type. Everyone wants to learn how to protect themselves.
Well, we're going to be there for you and to help out the community that you are trying to not just establish, to upkeep. we're here for you.
I'm gonna like that like I you can see Max is just like, oh, I gotta protect so many more people. I gotta do that. Oh God, responsibilities.
I got responsibilities now.
But I got responsibilities now. Chucky, you know.
That's
You fucking knew, man. Speaking of responsibilities, I do need to start getting more serious about learning what those are, and I gotta learn the laws. I gotta learn how to properly be a primogen. Can't just be gone by the seat of my pants forever. Despite the fact that I would love to do that, I can't do that anymore. Not with so many more depending on me. So, and like looks over to Angelo. Hey, old man. I know you've been recently having to learn all those rules and laws. You got any textbooks I could borrow, like some knowledge I could get? Because I'm gonna be asking you a lot of questions about that.
We can definitely have a sit down if you want some time. We could also, bring in.
Cause I know your ass ain't studying as much as you should be.
Oh, absolutely not. No, I don't study shit anymore. I kind of let things just roll, and if I fall in the puddle, I fall in the puddle. I get myself up.
It's not bad. It's not bad for the sheriff to say.
Well, I mean, there's a learning curve. I'm an old boy. That's all right.
It's all right.
It's all right.
Oh boy,
I'm doing all right so far, right? I only died once almost.
Hey, you gotta make sure that record stays low. If you're not dying, are you really living? I guess is that the homage?
That's how I'm living it now.
Oh Lord, we gotta make sure that you don't do that as often. You only got so many second lives, old man.
Yeah, well, hopefully now that we took care of all those lizards, they're all we got a long lease on life again.
Yeah. Hey, these past 2 months have taught us surprises can come from anywhere. So.
Whew, you got that right. It's a wild world out there, you know what I'm talking about.
I have seen more wild shit than I ever thought I would ever see in this secondary lifetime.
Yeah, it's gotten really feisty and lively up in this city lately. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that the Mad Prince would have caused so much chaos that the chaos would have children of chaos? Septuplets, possibly. I don't even know. It's just, it doesn't stop.
It doesn't.
But we're still alive. We're still here.
Yeah. We're still here. Oh, boy. We're going to be here for much longer. We both got to make sure of that. As Sheriff and Primogen.
That's right. That's right. Well, I need to go home and take care of Sugar. She has not been fed, and you know how she gets when she does not have her wet food.
Yes. Yo, go do that. Go. Hey, she deserves as much of a prize as we did. Because, hey, we're alive. We made it.
We're alive. By the skin of our fangs.
By the skin of our dinosaurs. We boxed dinosaurs.
Goddamn dinosaurs. I don't know if you understand this. And he reaches into his back pocket and he pulls out just several T-Rex teeth. He goes, fucking dinosaurs. I can donate these to a museum.
You would become world famous if you did that.
No, I'd be hunted. Are you kidding me?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You'd be world famous and immediately dealt with. You gotta keep those for a millennia at least.
They gotta get fossilized somehow because fresh dino teeth are very rare to come by nowadays.
Can you imagine digging up dino teeth in your backyard? You'd be like, I just found them.
They're fresh. How did this happen? All right, kids. You guys enjoy your evening. I'm gonna take care of the damn cat. Did you know why I installed a cat door not too long ago?
Did you?
Because I'm not home so often. It's ridiculous.
I mean, animals got these separate lives, man. As you saw, they're
Yeah.
just as
Speaking
complex
of
as us.
crows and grenades, how the hell did you pull that one off?
That was all them. That was not my idea. That was all them. I don't know where they got those grenades from. I didn't ask. I don't want to ask. Honestly, I think they got it from like a decommissioned army base.
Oh
I think
my
that's what
God.
they said. But that's who we're aligned with now.
Listen, as long as we got the aerial superiority, I'm okay with it.
And honestly, if just between you and me, I don't think I just want to stop with the birds. I mean, I got all these new voices in my head, new people, new creatures. See who else is special out there, you know?
Well, everybody's special, man.
Right, but like grenade throwing crows, special.
I may not be an expert on this, but I think that might be a one-off. You know, I think. Hey, I don't know shit though.
Hey.
I don't talk to the animals that much. I don't even like talking to people all that much, but so I draw the line, and I don't like to cross it too many times. But we'll see. You know, I mean, hey, yeah, go talk.
Apparently, that's weird for us not to talk to nature as much as we should.
That's why I got a cat, man, because I got enough conversations out of that little shithead. That's enough.
Hey, maybe you'll learn some stuff when they start exploring the neighborhood.
Yeah, she's bringing little treats home every once in a while. Treats for her.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Anything out of the ordinary, as they say.
Just dead animals.
Okay.
Just things.
Gotcha.
Squirrels,
Yeah, okay.
rats, things like that.
Gotcha.
All right, I'm out of here. You guys have a good evening. Congratulations, Max.
Night, sir. Have a good evening.
God, that's gonna be hilarious. He just starts walking off. Easy and the rest of the gangrel, they just huddle up around you. They go, all right, boss. So, what do you want to do? Are we doing anything tonight? Is there an after party, or are we just doing our own thing now?
As much as I want to believe in our safety, and I want to believe that we are all okay, I want to be diligent. I want to make sure. So I've got a meeting with the animals, some of the animals of the city, to make sure that we've got eyes in the sky, maybe a few more grenades in the works. You guys have been great vanguards in the neighborhoods, making sure that they're safe, keeping watch. I'd like you to continue doing that because that's what you guys do best. I'll check up on all of you because I do want to learn more about you guys. So I will just be stopping by, making sure you're all good. But other than that, just keep being you. Keep doing you. Keep being great. I've danced my ass off for 2 whole days, and I didn't even do that when I was alive. So I'm done. But if y'all want to keep partying, if y'all want to keep partying, feel free. I'm your primage, and I'm not your what's the word? I'm not your babysitter. Be you. Be free. That's what gangrels do.
Heard.
And if anything does happen that is concerning, that you feel is concerning, not just in general, but that you feel is concerning, come to me. You know where I am. You know my gym is. If you find any trouble, let me know, and I'll be right there for you.
Okay. Yeah. Well, if in that case, we're gonna go over to your gym and make ourselves known.
Yeah.
Who should we talk to?
I wanna. I've got a nice, like, I should have a list of NPC names for these guys. But
You got Freddy.
Freddy.
You got Frankie. Frankie's the one that got messed up all the time. Frankie's the one that gets messed up all the time.
Frankie's the one that gets messed up all the time.
You got Terry, the big guy. We didn't really give names to the other ones, but those were the 3 that always interacted with the coterie.
Yeah. So look for Freddie and Terry. They're you'll know Terry. Terry's a bear of a man. That man is giant. These good people. Uh, Freddie's a good lead. Frankie, he's prone to get injured. So if you see an injured individual, that's him. And just be friendly with them. Act like you want to learn. They know the nature of who I am, so you should be safe to be who you want to be. So as long as you just don't dirty up my gym, you should be fine.
Don't worry about that. We ain't gonna make a mess at your home.
Appreciate that.
That's for the streets. We mess it up in the streets.
Mm.
All right, boss.
Gangrel. All right.
That's it. We out of here.
That's it. Yep.
They all give you a pat in the back, high five.
Mm-hmm.
They all head on out.
Yeah.
Are you going to be following them out, or you want to see someone else who may be here in the manor still?
No, I think I'll talk to Angela later about the laws and stuff. And I'm not trying to... I don't have anything with the prince as of right now and Lady Aisha, so I want to stay away from those two as much as possible if I can help it. I haven't been able to help it 2 months. But I will. I'll walk home. I drove here, so I'll drive home, but I'll take the scenic route. Just mulling over the past few days, and thinking about the other dangers that are now pushed on the plate now, where I have to worry about Smeetsy possibly making a come down to a good old Nolans. a good old family reunion of Zemeetzi, Flesh Crafters. I love that. I said couldn't get any freakier. I was lying. So I gotta bring that in the back of my mind of prepare for that somehow. And then still in the back of my mind, I'm still thinking about certain individuals of the Oblivion and being alert for them to show up if they ever do. So just keeping an eye out on shadows a little harder than usual, using my abilities to like see in the dark and see if things are vampires or just shadows or whatever would have you. Just be the vigilant Primogen Gangrel I've always been.
Nice. Okay. All right. Are you making your way back to your home at the boxing ring, or are you actually do you have your meeting tonight with the crows?
Oh. If this is the day I said I was gonna meet them, I'll meet them now, and I'll drive up there.
Because if if you had a different plan for tonight, we can definitely make the meeting with the crows.
No. I'm gonna stop by like a mini mart and just get a bunch of everything bagels. Get good old everything bagels. Get some cream cheese. Hey, I might not be in Max might not be a New Yorker, but I am.
Yeah,
I can appreciate the Eastern Seaboard.
Yeah,
the local poisson. And I'll make my way over to the neighborhood.
I mean, you're in Nolans. You want to try and get some beignets?
Oh yeah. I only got that stuff because I know that they're from up north. But I'll get some beignets and the nice powdered sugar treats I can think of for if they don't want bagels.
Right.
Give them a nice selection, a nice schmear, a nice charcuterie board.
A smorgasbord of breakfast
breakfast
eateries.
The breakfast delights.
All right, yeah. So you get all the niceties and whatnot. You get the snacks. You get a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You also get a large bag of roasted unsalted peanuts, because you know that is Crow's favorites.
Yes.
So you get all the things that you need, and you just make your way over to that very out of the way courtyard where there's that one large tree. You park 2 blocks away just to give it some space, and then you start making your way. As you're walking, you're very aware of the several crows that are stationed strategically around the neighborhood,
Yes.
as sentinels and outland lookouts and whatnot. And they give their making their little calls out to the rest of the murder,
Mm-hmm.
alerting them of your arrival with your your bags in hands.
Yeah.
And once you walk out into the courtyard, you see that the tree kind of comes to life with the fluttering of wings and the rustling of the trees as the birds, they all start to fly down and hop out of the tree and make their way onto the courtyard ground. Very purposely hopping around, looking as if they are unaware of the presence, in case there are any other eyes around.
Right. Of course.
But one bird in particular makes its way hopping over to you. And he looks up and he goes, "Oh, what do you got there, Bags?"
Couple peace offerings, for both North and South tastes. Couple beignets, couple bagels,
This pleases
and
me.
a bunch of other snacks as well.
All right, beautiful. Love that. Hey, it's dinner time, right? We appreciate this. Boys,
Of course.
look at this. He brought us dinner. Appreciate the man. Appreciate the man. And they all start calling at you, bobbing their head.
Is there like a bench or like a bench table in this like courtyards where I can like start like laying stuff out for everybody?
There's absolutely so tree in the center, one bench on either side.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna lay out each of the treats in order and a nice mix of everything, and just take it like bon appetit, fellas and ladies.
They almost like immediately like descend upon the feast.
Oh God. Oh
There are quite a number of them, and they are hungry.
yes.
Since there is free food for easy pickings, they are taking the opportunity and they are making a grand meal of this. And you hear, thank you. Like they're all just like appreciative of your actions as they are digging in. But Tony, he's just sitting there, watching, waiting.
I'm gonna make my way over to Tony. I'm gonna, if you allow me, I'll pull out a nice a nice bracelet, not like a nice gold bracelet to like that acts like a necklace for them. Along with the meals, I did stop by. One of my boys did have this custom made for you, if you will take it.
He looks up. He goes, "Well, look at this. This is a nice little bit of bling.
I remember how much you like bling, so
It matches my side. I like it.
yeah.
Okay,
That's good.
all right. If you don't mind just attaching it onto me, I don't have opposable thumbs.
I got you. Don't worry. I got you.
Appreciate that. I thank you very much.
Lock it in.
Oh, that feels nice. That's got some
Looks
good
nice.
weight to it. I like the way that it shines in the moonlight.
Yeah. I
I
wanted to pick
appreciate
a
you.
metal that did that specific because gotta appreciate a good moonlight shine.
Hey, not everybody's got what I got,
No,
and that's
that is
flavor.
for sure. That is for sure. My avian friend.
So, hey, I know what you're here for. You wanted to have a meeting of the other animals of the city, huh?
I did, yes.
Well, I've called the 4 families together, so
The fuck?
yeah. We're gonna have a little sit down with the boss of the 4 families.
Of course. Thank you.
Yeah.
Dylan, you have done a service to me this day. And I will never forget it. Oh my God, Tony, the four family.
The four families are here. Don't you worry.
I didn't know that they'd all be here so soon. I thought I'd have some time. Uh, should I have brought some offerings for them as well?
They weren't expecting anything. To be completely honest, they're very uh, excited and confused and a little wary of meeting you, but their interests are all peaked, so they are very much so looking forward to come over here and saying how you doing.
Hmm. I certainly look forward to meeting them. Hopefully, they are as nice as you have been, Tony.
Yeah, I mean, to humans, yeah, they'll be nice to you. We all got our own beef because territory is tight, and
Of course.
food chain is a real thing in our world, and in yours too, I guess, right? But
It's much tighter, I can imagine, in your world than it is mine.
Oh, of course. Mine's
Mine's is political food chain. Yours is actual food chain.
precisely. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. All right. So, you just want to hang out? You want to play checkers while we wait or something?
I'll play checkers with you. I've got a mean checkers game. I'm pretty good. I warn you right now.
That's nice. I'm so glad you're full of yourself on this game because I'm about to whoop your ass.
Hey man, I just got knighted. I'm feeling pretty high right now. So
you got knighted? We're not playing chess, buddy.
Hey, I'm still gonna be king.
Ooh. Hey, fellas, bring the board out. I can't wait to do this. And he claps his little claw feet together as he
This is the game I'm playing. I'm playing this game right now. Oh my God.
While you're waiting, there's a small table on the corner of the courtyard, and there's a checkerboard. And there's bottle caps as the pieces.
I love that. I love that.
And we'll just say you guys play a few rounds. You want to roll to see who wins?
Sure, let's roll to see who wins. What are we rolling to see who wins this? Oh my God,
we'll roll a d6.
I love T-Cheese. Roll D6. Okay.
Whoever rolls highest will do will win the first round.
Okay,
1,
gotcha.
2, 3, go. 5.
1.
Ooh, okay. Tony wins the first. We're gonna play best out of 5, okay?
Gotcha.
Because it's gonna be a while before you. So 1, 2, 3. A 1.
5.
Okay. All right. So
Ha-ha.
1, 1. 1, 2, 3. A 1.
A 4.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. A 2.
That's a 6, baby.
All right. So after the third win, you see Tony's just you see him bobbing his head sideways a little bit, a little more okay, all right. And you see him rotating his wings and they're. You know what? This game's fucking stupid. We don't gotta play it anymore. We don't gotta play this fucking game. All right.
You sure? Hey, you got me on that first one. I will admit that first one you had me. You trounced the fuck out of me in that first game. Then I didn't recognize your game and I apologize. So I had to turn on the jets. So if you want to play again, we can play again. If you wanna play another game, I can always bring another game later.
Oh, play again? You want to play it? He just grabs the corner of the board and with his beak just launches it. He goes, "Fuck this game. We're not playing this fucking game no more." Oh, perfect timing. Look at this guy fucking coming over here. As he says this, you see a squirrel just slowly walking its way in to the courtyard, and it's got its tail draped over its top with little flare that they do, so the birds can't see him, and it's just making its way in.
Mm-hmm.
This him. This the guy. Yeah, this is him. He bring those bagels.
I did.
Oh, shit, you talk.
I do.
Oh my gosh, okay. I was not expecting you to actually talk. He said that you talked to us. I thought it was a Dr. Doodle thing, and look what we got here. Yeah. We got a vampire that talks to animals. Oh my god, okay. I'm gonna wait for the rest of the families to get here, so don't talk to me yet. I'm gonna go shove my face in some of this delicious food. Thank you very much.
Gotcha. Enjoy. It is all for y'all.
Hey, okay, right. And he hops over and he like just like starts digging into some of the cream cheese. Um,
Hey, man.
and the crow, Tony, he goes, that one,
Mhm.
he's fucking crazy. I mean, and
Right there.
I don't mean to make
So
any
it's right
jokes or
there.
anything, but he's fucking nuts.
There it is. There it is. You did disappoint me. I was like, it's coming. It's right there. It's right there. It writes itself.
Exactly.
It writes itself. Um, does this guy have a name?
Peter. He says his name is
Peter.
Peter. Like it has to be Peter. Don't call him Pete. Petey.
Gotcha.
Right? No, it's Peter.
Peter.
All right.
Gotcha.
He's
Full thing. Gotcha.
Peter.
Understood.
My
Peter.
God, it's annoying. Specificity with this one. That's just that's it. You know, it's crazy.
Hey, nah. Hey, man. Gotta respect people's choices of names.
Yeah.
Make sure-
Oh God, this guy. Hey, I was wondering where you were to get here. And over the top of one of the roofs, you see a raccoon climbing down one of the gutter pipes. And he comes. Is this the place? Is this it? We're doing this right here, right now. Right, this is it, huh? Oh, he's big.
And like I'm trying to like act like I don't hear. I mean, and then I'll look directly at him in the eyes. I mean, I did make sure to eat all my greens growing up. So
And he gets up on his hind legs and he puts his arms out like those raccoons, like when they're trying to grab something that they really want. There's, oh goodness, this is gonna be so much fun. Okay, all right, okay. Hey, Paul, was no, Paulie's not here yet. Okay, wow, this is something. Tony, you've outdone yourself, Tony. Okay, hi, how are you? What's your name?
I'm Maximilian, but you can call me Max. All my friends do.
That's a long name, Max. All my friends do. Okay.
No, just Max.
Okay. Max, my name is Dumpster. Nice to meet you.
Dumpster. Nice to meet you, Dumpster.
Nice to meet you. Okay.
Appreciate you being here.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey. Once in a lifetime opportunity, right? I wouldn't miss this for everything I can find on Bourbon Street around this hour. But yeah.
Well, hey, if you want to dig in, free food's all for y'all. So
Yeah. Okay. No, don't gotta tell me twice. And he goes running off, and you see him like taking one of the little I was about to say donuts, bagels, and he's desperately looking for like a puddle or something to wash it off in. Just like okay. Hey Peter. Oh geez. He's having a little crisis moment for himself.
little crisis, yes. I'll just okay. So not everyone's into the everything bag. I understand. It's all good. Oh, Dylan, what you've set up here for me. I can't wait.
A few minutes later, you hear a bottle gets knocked over from the alleyway to the side. And if you look over to the side, you see a shadow of an animal coming up the alleyway. And as it makes its way out, you see Sugar.
I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it was Sugar. I fucking knew it. Oh, I fucking knew it, Sugar. When you said fucking cat door, I was like, that motherfucker's coming here. Oh, the cat delegation. Sugar. All right. Interesting.
And she prances her way over. She just sits down, looks at you, looks at Tony, looks at the checkers board. Oh, did you lose again? Fuck you. All right, I don't want to talk about it.
They are faking. They're a faker. Sugar, I am offended. I am. Oh, Sugar, you have hurt me this day. I can't believe you.
Why can't I have secrets?
You can have. That hurt. This one hurts. Secrets hurt. This one hurts. This is the most hurt I've been in a very long time.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
but am I? Not really.
No, you're not.
Nah,
no, you're not.
I'm
that's the one thing I know. That's the truth. I can't believe you. I am hurt. I'm like feigning. I can't believe. I can't believe you do this. But I can respect it. I didn't know that you would be attending. Otherwise, I would have your wet food for you waiting.
Listen, this is just one of my 9 lives.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. I can't. I've been doing this for years. That's the most brilliant shit I've ever heard. Oh my god. Oh, fucking fantastic. I am. Well, I'm at least glad to know 2 familiar faces here, at the very least. Evans, you were the first person. You were the first animal I ever talked to.
Mm-hmm.
So, the fact that you say more than this is a delightful surprise.
Now, let me tell you something, Max. This is a secret between you and me. Angela doesn't know.
I figured that was the case. I figured that was how this was gonna go. Do you want me to keep this a secret from them?
I'd appreciate that. You know, it's fun. I actually planted the idea of the cat door in his mind while he was having his rests.
Okay.
Yeah, I would just sit on his next to him while he was dozing off during the day, and I'd just be whispering, "Cat door. Sugar needs a cat door."
That's diabolical. That's some villain shit. That is. Oh my god.
We're cats. Who said we're nice?
Take that, cats. Take that, all cats. Fair enough. Here I thought you were guardians of the old world, but no, you're just super villains in disguise. Gotcha, understood. But
I will keep... Dylan loves the hell out of cats. Just above table.
Above table, Dylan loves cats. Well, I will honor the talks here, and everything will be between us. I will not spread news or rumor or information that does not need to be spread.
Good, because you would sound crazy. Just to let you know that I can play that part so well. I can play that part so well.
Sugar, you'd be surprised what I've done the past couple of days.
Oh, I've heard
how crazy that's been. You've heard.
I've seen some stuff.
I can literally that day, birds came out of the sky with grenades. So the realm of strange is growing more and more every day for me and mine. I will say that your secret is safe. I will say that right now. Your secret is safe with me, because you've been playing this. This is a long con, and I can always respect for a long con. That takes work. That takes patience. And
it's a house of cards, and I've got the super glue.
You sure do. I hope you don't actually have glue.
I've got stuff.
Well, the last time you had glue, it didn't work out well. And we don't talk about that incident for reasons. But secrets.
Tony's just watching, going back and forth looking at you two while you're having this conversation, and he just goes, "I see you two are acquainted, huh?"
Yes. This Sugar here is my creator's companion.
You're God's cat? No. No. Sometimes I wonder why you are whatever, man. I'm his friend's cat. Just put it like that. I'm his friend's cat.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, we're all here now. You want to get this shindig started, or what do you want to do?
I would love to get this shindig started. I know, like I said, I know you. I thought I knew you. But I guess I have some more things to learn. But I am here, I guess, as your voice, to as the aid of the crows has greatly benefited me and mine and the city at large, I have decided with this newfound gift I've been given to be a voice for the voiceless, as it were. As it seems not a lot of my clan do this, can do this. Talked to y'all, so I wanted to just understand you all and see how you are, because you are just as much citizens of the city as we are. Even more so, you've been here much longer than we have.
They
So
all start nodding, like yeah, we have.
yeah. So I want to respect that. I want to honor that in any way, shape, or form I can. If in that be that with aid or advice or settling disputes, as it were. I have been told I am a great mediator of things. I can always come to your aid, as is my want, as is my desire.
Then you see Peter pokes his head up and he goes,
Yes, Peter.
"Thank you for using my correct full name.
Of course.
What's in it for you?"
Well, I am getting aerial support in several fashions from Tony's group. They are able to give me eyes in the sky, as it were, natural drones to help me gather information. I would hope that you could all do the same for me in other fashions as well. Eyes in the sky, eyes in the trees. Uh, uh, Cats are known for their secret knowledge. Squirrels are everywhere in the city. Raccoons, like you'd be surprised how much you can learn in dirty alleys. So I
You
would
see
love.
Dumpster like to go, "They're not that dirty."
They're not. They're not that dirty. They are their own form of home, and I can respect that. Is it that nice aura? Nice. What's the word? There's an actual word in for film where it's how the scene is set up, and it's supposed to be that way, but I can't remember off the top of my head. And I'm a failure of a film student. But everything is in its proper place. I'm sure you have curated quite the settings of home. I'm sure, but I just want to have as many fountains of information as possible to me that are unconventional, in case things like power go out, because that did happen to us in the human realm. Our communications went down for quite a time, and many people got hurt. Some people died because of it, because we didn't have information, and I want to make sure that does not happen again. And having the oldest citizens of this city on my side is beneficial to me and the city.
Peter once again,
Yes, Peter.
"What do we get out of this?"
Well, like I said before, I'm perfectly ready to offer food of any kind, for trinkets, as I have paid Tony in the past. And I'm able to hopefully mediate any disputes you all have with each other. As the larger being, I've been known to have a good ear, known to be able to solve problems where two groups may disagree with one another and find a nice peaceful middle ground.
Okay, then I'd like to start off by saying, keep those fucking cats away from us.
And like I look over to Sugar.
And she's like, if a cat could smile, you can see like the whiskers are just going up and out a little bit. And
Devilish,
she's like,
gotcha.
"But they're just so fun to chase, and the sounds they make when you bop them are just, it's fun."
Oh, I'm surprised you don't get along with my friend Thorn with that attitude.
The thing about Thorn is he said he wanted to move things around inside of me. He wanted to change me. Don't you remember that? He said, "I'm going to eat you." He said he was going to eat me.
Well, think about that. Think about that fear and that discomfort and apply it to how you are making them feel.
Peter. Yeah, sugar. I'm sorry you're a little bitch,
Damn.
but
Ugh.
I will try to keep my feline friends in line and not chase you. But I can't guarantee it's not always gonna happen. You're just so pounceable.
You are making this real difficult, sugar. I mean, I'll look over to Peter. Uh, Peter, how does that sound? I know it's just words for right now, but I think I can make sure that Sugar keeps their word. As we are in the same circles, I will know.
Right now, Sugar's word is as good as me finding the nuts I buried 2 years ago. I ain't finding that shit.
Mm.
But if you are keeping tabs on those tabbies, heh, then yeah, I guess we good.
And I'll look over to Sugar. I'll look over to Sugar. Do I have to make sure that some of my because some of my gang bro do wander the city, as you do know. I can and I will make sure that they do keep tabs on you cats. And it will just look like a bunch of homeless people with cats as companions.
Are they going to be putting us on leashes?
Do they have to?
That's not going to be good for anyone. But hydration.
Hydration.
Thank you, hydration.
Thank you.
But we'll play nice as best as we can.
I do understand that there is a circle of life, food devouring each other bit here in this on this level of the world. I know it will be an impossibility to ask for nil or none, but please be mindful. Population control exists for a reason.
You hear that, Peter? Population control.
Oh, don't make me get the spade.
And then Dumpster comes. Guys, just stop, all right? Just knock it off.
No, Dumpster. Hey, this is how peace talks begin. You'll have the pun intended animosity between one another, and it will slowly begin to mellow out as we are able to untangle these problems we have with one another. So it is okay to start hostile. Like, are there any problems you are facing, Dumpster?
Oh
you would
gosh,
like
yeah.
to-
We get, you know, put into cages because people don't like us living in their attics.
Mm.
I mean, we can get into very tight places. I mean, we may look bulky, but we know how to tighten up. If we could just have a space of our own, I'll try to get our friends to, you know, stay in those spaces, stay in those designated areas. We're still gonna go diving in everywhere that we can get our little hands into, of course. But I mean,
Of course.
I would just like an official home for my families. That'd be nice. You know what happens when we get caught in those cages?
What happens?
One of two things happen. One, it's the quick bye-bye, or two, they drop us off miles and miles and miles and miles outside of town in the wilds, where our chances of survivability very slim to none. So it's a death sentence either way. One is more painstakingly drawn out. The other one is terrifyingly quick. So if we had a place where we could live without fear of being captured by the humans and their pest control, that'd be nice.
Well, I do actually have a place in mind, actually. And dear storyteller. Uh, how? I don't think we've known, but I would like if you would allow me.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, um, Kiernan's parents' old place.
Ooh.
That house has been
It
empty.
has been vacant. You know what? It has not. It has. They did not put it on the market in
Did
hopes
not.
that they would be returning someday. So it
Mm-hmm.
is vacant, um, but still, whoa, still
Oh.
operational, still
Mm.
functional, still
Mm-hmm.
secure.
Yes.
I think this is a great idea.
Thank you. I was. That's why I was smiling. I was like, I know an empty place. I
I
know a
thought you were
place
gonna put
that's
them in
empty.
Ambrose's house.
No, I couldn't do that. That's a death sentence. I mean, the walls will eat them. The walls will literally eat them. You can't survive in that state. No, can't
The
do that
walls
to
are
them.
caving in.
The walls are caving in and they have many teeth and there are splinters to worry about. But Max will go, I actually do have, there is a residence I am aware of that has been and has continued to be empty for at least a month now. Perfect, wonderful neighborhood, nice security, working facilities, great. I'm guessing attic and basement, or no, not basement because it's New Orleans. Uh, Great attic,
Hmm.
uh, nice security system that lights up and keeps an eye out for you.
Okay.
I do have this available if you would be so willing to live in it. And what's the neighborhood they lived in? Maybe they
They
know the
lived
neighborhood.
in oh, where is? Let me pull. I forget where it was because
Mhm.
we really only had it
It's solid real estate.
twice.
It's in
It was
blank
in a
neighborhood.
nice area. It was in a nicer area. Okay, where is that folder? Open up this. Let's go. Because now I'm curious as well again.
Hmm. Sorry, Alec. Your parents are gonna come home to a lot of a lot of raccoons just chilling in their house.
What's happening?
What? Huh? They're just like wearing bathrobes and things. It's like, yeah, this is the life they live.
Darkness over New Orleans. Open this. Ba, 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 ba. Cameron, that's not. That's that. Okay. All right, I'm gonna have to go through all this later on. But yeah,
Yeah,
it's the nicer part.
yeah. It's a home that's in the neighborhood.
It's like the brownstones of the city. It's in that area.
Hmm. It's a nice neighborhood.
It's a
So
nice neighborhood. Mm-hmm.
yeah, nice trade, like nice farmers market that they tend to go to. That kind of it's that kind of neighborhood. Nice Trader Joe's.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice old neighborhood with a lot of luxury amenities and foods in several dumpsters
Yeah.
and trash
Um,
cans.
Real quick, it's 9:35. Let's take a
Hmm.
15-minute break here, and we will jump back
Sure.
into the conversation with the four
Good
families in a few
Lord,
minutes.
I can't believe this. This is Vampire the Masquerade. I just want to put this right. Like this isn't like D&D. This isn't like Thirsty Sword Legends. This is
No,
fucking
this is
Vampire the
Vampire the
Masquerade.
Masquerade. Yeah.
This is one of the darker ones. This is supposed to be one of the dark RPGs. Fuck that. Mafia families, but they're animals.
That's
Solid.
right. We'll see you guys
Oh,
in 15. All right.
oh my god.
And we're back. Hello. Hi there. If you're just joining us, welcome to Darkness Over New Orleans. I'm your storyteller, Dylan. We have our good friend, Christian, a fluffy Goomba.
Hello, hello.
And if you've been here since the beginning, thanks for staying with us.
Appreciate you.
You're important to us.
Yep.
Please hold. Someone will be with you in just a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just jump right back into it. So we were just having a meeting with the four families, which were a raccoon, a cat, a squirrel, and a crow. These are the four families of New Orleans. The four animal families, I'm guessing. And you were explaining to them that you were going to give them a mediation. You would be giving them little trinkets. You'd help them getting food. You'd help them getting whatever they need so long as they provide to you a constant source of reliable and rapid information.
Yes.
All right.
We just settled Dumpster's issue, which was a home, by giving them Kiernan's parents' old place.
Yes.
And it's quite, which is quite spacious from what memory serves.
It's a nice. They had a huge Irish wolfhound. Those things are huge.
Those things
So
are
yeah,
huge.
that house is. It's a good size house.
It's a good
with a
size
good size
house for-
lawn and everything. Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice piece of property.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you gave that to Dumpster, and he just like, oh, this sounds really really nice. Yeah, I think that we would all. It's not gonna fit all of us, I'm sure. There's at least 400 of us in the city, but I mean.
Would you be willing to take turns? It's a very nice property. Would you be willing to take turns with it, or
Oh, like a rotating schedule? I think we could do that. Yeah, we could definitely do that. I mean,
make sure?
yeah. We can't do the sewers anymore. There's some crazy things going on down there. But do you know about this? There's like this gigantic like monster down there. It's not the lizards or anything, but there's an actual monster.
I've heard. I have not personally seen this monster, but I have heard of its existence. So I would stay out of the sewers for the time being, as that has. I've heard the way it was described to me was a guardian in its own right. It's protecting. Its purpose was to protect from the lizards, any further incursions from those big old lizards that did kill several of my people. Well, not my people, but general people.
It's killed several of us as well. I mean, it's the way that we see it is it's just like a cleaning service. It just eats and takes up everything. It doesn't care who or what. So yeah, we don't go into sewers, but yeah, a house would be very nice. We could definitely do the rotating schedule for the house.
Yeah. And I'm sure that there are several.
How do you get 400 people on a rotating schedule? This is gonna. Oh man, now we gotta have like a scheduling coordinator. We gotta put. There's gonna have to be an HR team now. Okay, this is. It's all good stuff. Believe me, it's all good stuff. But it's gonna be a lot of work.
Hey! As leaders of our respective communities, I feel like you have the power to do something this big. I believe in you. Dumpster, you can do this.
Did he say that he I don't think that anyone has ever believed in a raccoon before, and you know what? That is
that's a shame. So I will believe
that is a shame, but that is also I don't know how to properly say it. It's kind of like Red Bull. It's given me some wings.
Like I said, I'm here to support.
You lift me up on dumpsters.
This fucking game rules. I love this game. Is he like puts his hands up? And if you Dumpster, if you do need help coordinating, I'm sure we can help you as well. I mean, I want us to all work together as a unit, and again, be an information super network to help each other out. So if we're all helping each other out in the cycle, getting information to each other as well as to me, then we all benefit.
Okay, yeah. We can make that happen. Yeah. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Yes, of course. And if I do
What?
find any more abandoned homes for y'all to live in, I will let you know because there are the amount of real estate that is wasted in this city and in America
And the country.
and in the country. The animal kingdom can take back what Mother Nature gave us.
Well, that
So
I think that you and I are gonna be very close chums.
I hope so.
And Dumpster like plops his way over to you and just like hugs onto your calf,
Hmm.
just like
I'll bend down and give him a nice like pat.
he does that little that the
Yeah.
raccoons do, like that little chittering.
Yes.
I've never been touched by a human. I liked it, but I didn't like it. It was weird.
Apologies.
You're not a human. You're a vampire. That makes it even stranger. I said that thing.
Hey, if I will ask for permission next time. I promise. If you would like another one that is fully you are allowed to ask, and it's fine. And I'll look.
Thank you.
Of course, it's my pleasure. Um, so, are there any more issues that need to be any primary issues that you would like to discuss that we can perhaps hash out, mediate, make sure things get done about? Because I'm here until the sun starts to come up, then I have to run away.
Tony flaps up onto your shoulder and looks at the other three families, heads of families, and goes, "Listen, I can vouch for you. This guy is good on his word. I used up more than half my arsenal. Don't think that means you can come at me now. Okay, I've got stores. I got plenty of them everywhere. You don't know shit. Stop it." But he said he's gonna get us trinkets. Look at this. Look at this beautiful medallion I'm wearing right here. This is only number one. He like puts his beak like right next to your ear. He says number one. I know that there's more to come,
Of course.
but he's good on his word. So take it from me when I say he's going to do whatever he can to help you all out. He's gonna look out for the squirrels, the cats, the raccoons, and us crows, while also looking out for his kind as well. This guy's shoulders are fucking huge. He's just taking it all on him. So yeah, if you got anything, let him know. Do we have to tell you right now? Like, could there be like a follow up?
I mean, that's completely up to you. If you feel comfortable with disclosing any information that you think I should know, then I'd gladly hear it. But if you don't have to come to me every day. There's no need to come to me every day to tell me something. If depending on how you feel, all that goes for all of you. Depending on how you feel on levels of importance of the safety of this city as a whole, that could possibly help me, then I'll take it. But you again, is this Peter again?
Peter, yeah.
Yes, Peter.
In regards to the safety of the city, there's a lot of structural damage to some of the buildings, and I don't know if it's a good thing if for the city to be having so many rundown, shitty buildings and having the rent being the price that it is. I'm seeing that these humans are having a hard time living there comfortably, but is this something that you can take care of?
Ooh. both Christian and Max go ooh. 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 Well,
That was a bit too real there, Peter.
You might. Are you looking past the fourth wall here? The fourth wall. It's glass, but like, come on,
it's
don't
glass
chip it now.
wall. That's it.
It's the glass wall. Don't chip it now. We need that to not die. Unfortunately, personally, as much as I would love to fix the housing market of my city, I am not in charge of that. Financial delegations are further beyond than even vampires. That is a whole other beast of a creature. But I do, in my time, I do make sure that youths, anybody really, are able to get off the streets and get away from dangers that might corrupt them in any way, shape, or form. So a lot of gang affiliations, just being in bad crowds, people that you think people or animals that you think are bad influences on others and in your community in general.
Oh
I,
yeah,
I make
okay.
sure to foster as many people as possible and make sure not to close my doors to anyone who might need help. That's what I'm capable of. That's what I try to do my best with. The social economical aspects of the world state. I may have a chance when I'm centuries old, but right now I am just a man. I am just a very small man who wants to help as many of y'all as possible. That's the power I have. That's the power what I can do.
Sugar then pipes up and she goes, he's part of a very large group of vampires who both run the city and hide in the city. While their reach is far and wide, I understand from the conversations I hear from our friend that some doors have closed in the political ring, so no, we will not be able to help the humans with their houses. That seems like a them problem, not an us problem, Peter. I can see where your head is at, but that's not our business. He's talking about if we see anything like murders that aren't vampire related, if there's gang related activities that aren't us, these are things that we want to bring to his attention. You
If you
understand
see,
that, you squeak toy?
God damn it,
Peter,
you are not helping.
yeah, I get it. I get it. I get it. Just, bitch. Yeah, I get it.
Peter, Peter, Peter. I thank you for asking. Thank you for being concerned. I appreciate that. I really do. Um, but dangers I'm talking about are the dangers like we talked about, things like in the sewers, the realms of my community that has to deal with things like what we call them Makole, shapeshifters into animal. They are we are the two our two peoples are not friends, and we have not been for I'm going to say centuries, but I'm sure it's beyond that even. Um, there's also rumor that more vampires, more kindred, will be moving down into Nolans. They are they're shape changes. They are face changes. Uh, they have the ability to blend in beyond normal capacities. Think, I'm sure there's a zoo in Nolans. Think like the chameleons or the octopus that are able to blend in with their surroundings and blend in with society, as it were. They're the ones I've met. The ones I've met recently, the shape changes, are very dangerous, and they all most of the time share the same face. So that is another tidbit of information on this information superhighway.
Tony then pipes up right really quick. Goes, yeah, like the his friend. He's got a really crunchy looking friend. These he Max had me looking out for his doppelganger of a friend. So we made note that there's multiple of them throughout the city. So yeah, they're here. They're thriving, unfortunately, and we should be on the lookout for that. So I will give you a full description of where they are, how I've seen them, whatnot. So we'll tell you guys to keep an eye out. You see anything, tell one of my friends. They'll come tell me. I'll tell you. It'll be the Bird Network
Hmm,
as the crow
exactly.
flies.
That's good. That is the mission I want with all of you. I want you all to be aware of the dangers we face because these individuals are dangerous. They they may seem like they don't want to be dangerous. They may say they don't want to be dangerous, but they are. They are they're a predator I have never seen before. and in terms of food chain, they can easily be on top.
And that's your problem for all of us, all right?
Exactly.
So, anything else to note, Max?
If anytime we have these meetings, I've shared my snacks and food with you. If there's any requests for anything you would like me to bring next time for one of these meetings, which I feel like we should have, just to make sure that we're all delegating and explaining our issues with one another so we can easily get them fixed, then please let me know what I should bring. I will bring it for
Dumpster
you.
pipes up. He goes, "I want some cotton candy, please.
I can.
It's fun to smush up, and it tastes so good."
Yeah, I can do that. Sure.
And Peter
problem.
goes, who? I had this thing. It was there was a in the park. This guy had a bottle that tipped over, and it had this golden liquid was pouring out, and I was drinking it, and then like the world started spinning, and I lost my balance a bit, but it was a good kind of loss of my balance. I don't know what it was. It comes in a glass bottle,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gold.
Do you remember anything about the label or anything? Like the sticker on front? Did it say anything specific? Was it like a certain color? Was it black?
It was a green bottle,
Mm,
and there was red and gold on. I guess you would call it the name. I don't know what it is. I'm not good at reading.
it's fine. That's fine. I'm trying to piece it from your description, trying to piece it together myself. Christian doesn't drink beer, so he doesn't really know if this is like is this Heineken or is this
Stella.
like
Stella Artois.
Okay. Oh, Stella Artois. Okay. Yeah.
The only beer that my body can stomach.
There's a little bit of character bleed there. I see. I will put feelers out for bottles that sound like that, and I will bring an assortment for you for next time. So look forward to that.
Oh, that'd be swell. That'd just
Of course. Of course.
Sugar, she comes over and she rubs her whole body up against your leg, looks up and goes,
"What do you
if
want?
You're bringing food.
Yes. What do you want?
I would love some fresh tuna, not tuna fish in a can.
Mm-hmm.
I would love like some sushi grade tuna.
I'm sure I can have my boys go to the market in the morning and get you a nice fresh tuna.
Do you know how many times Angel has left Iron Chef on? And I just have to watch that, and I see so many delicious things. And when the Japanese Iron Chef comes on, there's almost always a tuna dish, and he just makes it so scrumptious looking. And I haven't had fresh fish. I cannot tell you since when, and if I don't have some goddamn tuna, I'm going to lose it.
We certainly don't want that. So you want the fresh tuna, or do you want sushi? There's a difference. Because I will get you
sushi
either.
Grade tuna.
Gotcha. Understood. I can do that for you.
Thank you.
You are welcome, sugar.
And Tony just looks at you and goes, shiny stuff. We'll take what we can. I see you brought the peanuts, the roasted peanuts, the non-salted ones. Thank you very much. Those are our preference. It's a fun little puzzle to get the nuts out of there. But yeah, we have a good This is.
I remember. Nice. Trust me, I remember. I don't want to get anything wrong.
Well, thank you very much. You guys got anything else to say to our friend Max here before the night's getting old? I guess you would say. I don't fucking know. So you got anything else for him? And you just look around and you see that they're all just like looking at each other, waiting to see who's gonna actually like say something, but no one really has anything else to pipe up with.
Okay. Well, it was lovely to meet all of you, and like looks out at all the animals. It was lovely to meet all of you. I look forward to doing this more in the future, perhaps once a week. Who knows? If that's what happens, that's what happens. I'm glad to make time for all of you. Again, you are our city's oldest citizens, so I want to honor that and you.
They all, you can see like strangely all nodding at you, just like, oh, okay, yeah, yeah. And then, yeah, then Peter goes, okay, meeting adjourned. I'm taking these bagels with me. You see him just like put like 3 bagels on his neck and just like starts scurrying off.
Love that so much.
You see Dumpster starts climbing back up the gutter. And when he gets up there, you see 4 other sets of raccoon eyes just like peering over and now following him into the distance. Tony flaps his wings and just gets off your shoulder back up to the tree. And he makes a nice loud caw, and the other crows in the air, they make a cacophony of caw, 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 and they fly off into different areas of the city. Yeah, cacophony, right?
God damn it. God damn it.
And then Sugar is just sitting there at your feet, her tail swishing slowly back and forth. And she looks up at you and she goes, so, that was weird.
That certainly was weird. Would you like a ride home? Or you feel like cruising the city a little longer?
Oh, I've got some business to take care of.
Well, yes, I would hope you would tell your fellow felines of the arrangements as of now, and the changes that will soon be coming to the neighborhood.
Of course, yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
you know what's the fun thing about being a cat?
What is that?
Everything. And she just prances off into the same alley that she came out of, and just you see her shadow disappear.
That's the secret I have to keep to the grave. I have so many secrets I have to keep to the grave, but that's the one that really matters. And all my brain went was like, he wants shiny stuff. I was like, I'm just gonna get him a bunch of dice. We're gonna turn those crows into dice goblins. We're gonna teach him. We're gonna teach him TTRPGs. It's gonna be a fucking mess.
teach the Kenkus all about it.
We're making Kenkus, baby. Let's go. We're making a bunch of Kenkus in real life. God, but all I can think of is like, oh man, those crows are gonna be playing craps with my fucking dice, and it's gonna be like a bunch of like gambling and shit's gonna happen. I'm like, oh no, what have I done?
Oh,
I've made the
God, I'm just
I made the
picturing
casino racket for the animals.
That's hilarious. I love that visual you just gave me. I love that.
Ugh.
A bunch of craps playing crows in the corner. Oh man, I love that.
Oh
my God, that's wonderful.
and then I'm gonna put in some calls to for sushi grade tuna to be delivered to the gym. Fuck it, so that I can go back. I can go to a spot of Sugar's choosing. I guess if we're going the mafia route, to a spot of Sugar's choosing, and so they can have that dropped off there for them and their ilk to celebrate with. Not just like one fish. It's gonna be a couple, so they have a couple to share with the rest of their coterie, as it were.
Perfect. Love that.
Oh God, so stupid! I can't believe this is Vampire the fucking Masquerade.
This is why you guys are having your one-on-one, so you can have a fun, relaxing.
I love this so much.
All right, so the evening is coming to a close end. So you're heading back to the gym now, yeah? Or you want to go elsewhere?
I'm heading back to the gym. I'm done. I have to think about the new world I've invested myself into. Good Lord, holy shit.
The four families, the new world order.
Four families, the new world. The animal kingdom has expanded,
That's it.
and I'm here for it.
That's it.
Oh my god!
All right,
Fucking
you make your
four
way back to
families.
the gym, no problem. It's late for you, and you see outside. Terry's outside, and he's just like he's actually got a yo-yo. He's just like, bzz, bzz. And as you're walking closer, he doesn't pay attention. He just knows that you're there. He goes, walk the dog, in around the world. Cat's cradle. He's doing all the tricks. He's got his Duncan, like the butterfly Duncan. He's just doing it up.
Respect it, respect it. Hey, Max will like walk up and be like, "Hey, you getting better at those? Timing's good, solid."
The yo-yo master just kept on yoing.
He kept on yelling, and like Max will like pat him on the shoulder, trying not to like break his concentration, but like we'll pat him on the shoulder and then walk in.
As you're walking, he goes,
I love my world. I love my world so much.
he goes, I met your buddy Easy.
What thoughts?
He has some, yeah.
Well, I'm saying, do you have some about them?
Oh, he seems
Impressions?
nice. Yeah, he seems nice.
Yeah, good friend, a good old friend of mine. I haven't seen him in quite some time, so I'm glad both of my families are getting together at least well. Hopefully, well.
Yeah, they came in and introduced themselves. Easy and a bunch of other. Well, they called themselves a pack, but I didn't think they were a pack. But whatever. It's whatever you call yourselves now. I don't care.
Yeah, everyone's got different names with everything, you know. You working on any? What's the latest trick you're working on, huh? Because I know you want to expand, so I want to make sure that you're getting all your time in.
That's called the Cyclone. Okay, hold on. And he like flings it down and it starts like it drags at the bottom and then he whips the string so the string starts making a cyclone while it's just staying in still. And then he like pulls it back and then you see the yo-yo kind of get stuck. You go, oh shucks.
Just gotta figure out the control of the flick of the wrist. You know, I am nowhere close to any. I can barely toss one down and it won't come up. So you are way better than me.
I just gotta stick to it.
Yeah, just gotta stick to it. Practice makes
Annoyance.
Progress. That's true. That too. I like that too. Practice does make annoying. It is quite annoying, but hey, you're gonna get it one of these days, sooner than later.
Oh yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, of course, man.
Well, I'm just gonna stand outside for a little bit longer, make sure nothing happens.
Yeah. If we should be getting a delivery soon. Just bring it inside, and just put it in the freezer, and it should be fine. It's gonna be a lot of fish.
Oh, okay. That's different.
Yeah, I've met some different folks, as it were, tonight, and they requested some fresh fish for our next meeting. So,
okay,
it's
I'm not gonna ask questions. I've learned not to.
Cool. Appreciate you, bud.
Fish in the freezer.
Yep. All right, and I'm gonna head inside to get my ass some sleep because I haven't slept well in 2 days. I think.
Yep.
Right? You said partying for 2 days or some shit.
Yep. You had this is your second night awake.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So I'm on fumes at this point.
Yeah. Yep. You get inside. You see the rest of your guard dogs, your watchdogs, just training, patrolling, doing their thing. Working with a few new faces that you've seen a few times. You head upstairs into your office, lock the door, get yourself all comfortable, pull those blackout curtains down, and it is nap time. Heads in beds. All right. Um, did you have anything specific you wanted to do for the next day?
Specific? No, like because we talked about it. I
Okay.
don't want to do the same thing other people did.
Yep.
So, um, besides talk to Angelo about the laws, uh, I had nothing else really planned in my head
Okay.
for because I wasn't expecting the animal circus, but I got that fucking animal farm drama, and I'm here for it. But other than that, no.
Okay. All right. We can
So
definitely
if
make
you
that.
if you had anything planned for me that I didn't know about and I'm scared about
I
now,
mean,
uh, mm,
always got something planned, but we can definitely make this happen. All right. Okay. The next morning arrives. Sorry, the next evening arrives, and you wake up feeling pretty rejuvenated. You haven't had a good sleep in some time, and this is now a good full day's rest you've had.
good lord.
You hear just like a little commotion of training downstairs.
Mm,
But at this point, it's not noise. It's soothing to you. It's like your white noise. The
yeah.
training and the hustle bustle of a gym is your relaxation sound. So waking up to that is just refreshing. It's
Mhm.
nice to hear that first thing when you get up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as you open the door, you see someone sitting on the bottom steps.
Oh.
It's
Uh.
none other than our good friend Angelo.
Hey.
Oh, there he
Evening.
is, Sleeping Beauty. How you doing?
Hey. I'm doing good. Great. I had a great. It feels weird to say the words I'm about to say. Had a great meeting with the animals last night. Uh. I have. I'm gonna say the words, and you have to promise not to laugh or. There are apparently 4 families of animals in this city. And well,
Well, are you talking like species and genus families, or
I'm talking like Sopranos kind of families.
not surprised?
Not surprised. Okay.
I mean, come on, look what we've done already.
No, fair enough. I said I did in fact say that to them uh as we were talking. All right, so we have crows,
Hmm.
obviously.
Mm-hmm.
We have the squirrels.
Oh my god. Okay,
We have the raccoons.
that makes sense. Little trash
And
pandas are everywhere.
we have the cats.
Aw.
Yeah, it was I was surprised that was the makeup of of the animals that make up our city's main thoroughfare, I guess is the word. So, I've mediated some issues. Uh, the cats have been kind of over hunting the squirrels, so I had to figure that out. Had to mediate that, say maybe cut it out a little bit. Uh, the raccoons needed homes, so I recommended at least one place. But we have talked, or we were all discussing moving into other abandoned places in the city because there are several in
I
this
mean, I've got
goddamn
a
city.
few off the top of my head that I can definitely help you out with for sure.
I'd appreciate that. I'm sure they would appreciate that because they've got what was it like 300? They said
400
300,
plus.
like 400 plus, and that's a lot of about. And we talked about sharing and circulating. It was a whole conversation. But my hope in general is to just make an information super network. So um, so like when we lost power, when we lost communication, we I don't want that to happen again. So I want the animals to all be talking with one another so that they can talk to me about anything dangerous
Hmm.
moving into the city, so we don't have to worry about things like that and of that nature.
Okay.
anymore ever again.
Okay. Uh, quick question.
What's up?
How are you going to get the information to everybody else?
I'm hoping I'm gonna talk to a lot of the gang around the city, everyone else, to see if we can maybe start training translators. It's weird to say.
Carrier
See if anyone,
pigeons?
yeah, carrier pigeons. Any communication's surprisingly not hard for them. They are able to get information to each other and therefore uh, to us very quickly.
Okay. Okay.
And carry, I will talk to. I wouldn't call them carrier pigeon. That might not be. This again. What I'm saying is socially acceptable for them to be called another genus. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so we like to just. I mean, and they're called a fucking murder. That's fucking cool. But if we can get back to paper messages as our first line to get messages to everybody, that's a solid start. But I'm sure there are other ways we can get information across. Fuck it, Morse code. Fuck it, we can just do whatever we want as long as we are able to get information to each other, not have to completely depend on electronical means. Because fuck, we're gangrel. We're supposed to be connected more to nature and animals and all that stuff. So maybe we can not just be vanguards of neighborhoods we live in or patrol, but nice hubs of information as well.
I think that's a very smart idea because short range radio system signals that we had, excuse me, couldn't get the word out. My tongue decided to beat itself up for a second. Those can easily be hacked or relayed to other people. So I think that the animals is interesting avenue to look into. So this should be a this could be very good. This could be very good.
I'm hoping so. And with the sheer number of animals of each animal type of each animal family, that's a lot of information
Yeah.
being told to a lot of information to each other and then to us.
Yes. Absolutely.
So we're definitely tightening up the cracks, as it were, of maybe we won't be as ambushed as we were this time around.
Yeah. I mean, I would appreciate that.
Yes, we have more watch animals, as it were, not just
I
watch
think
dogs.
I only have one turtle dive in me, and that was already used up. So
It was quite the use. It was quite the use.
shit, I'll say that was something else. I mean,
I can't believe it. In your own mind, you saw that and went, "This is the perfect time for this. I gotta try this."
it was one of those anime moments in my head. I mean, I've been watching a lot of Toonami, and just like I thought, you know, when like they always have that one shot where they got the hand over here, the other hand flying this way, and they always fly through something.
Right.
It just popped in my head last second, and I go, "This is my anime moment." And hey,
it worked out. You cleared it out, and I respect it 100%.
yeah. Something.
So it's something, all right, definitely. God, now we have to talk seriously. I need to know the rules and laws of our world. I can't just not care anymore.
Oh Lord.
That's,
okay. Okay. This is a sit down chat, huh? Okay.
Yeah.
So where to fucking begin? Should we go to your office? Do you want to take this on the street? What do you want? You want to walk and talk? What do you want to do? Because this might take a while.
I think a walk and talk might be good.
Okay.
Just in case an animal comes by and wants to tell me some information. You never know.
That's sure. I mean, that's going to be something. Oh, see, this damn chair makes so much noise now, and I'm always trying to readjust myself because I'm never comfortable. That's going to be different for me seeing information passing from my animal to us, but yeah, it's okay. I'll get used to it. Yeah, let's take a walk.
Yeah.
It's
been a while since we just walked. It's been a while since we went on a jog.
Oh, we're
together.
doing a jog? Shit. All right. Sure, let's do a jog. And you see him, like, tighten his belt a little bit and relace his shoes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. And jog it out with our infinite stamina.
And away you go.
Away we go.
All right. What's the first thing you want to know as you guys
All
are
right.
making your way through the very humid night of New Orleans, where you see there are some people milling about already?
Yeah.
Everyone does give you guys a good enough room when you're making your way down the street, down the sidewalk.
Mm-hmm. It just seems like the one thing we have to always constantly be worrying about is breaking this goddamn masquerade. And there seems to be so many avenues to do it, right? And so many different levels of doing it, right? I just need to know what constitutes a break in the masquerade and like the level of punishment that's deemed the necessity. You know, like sometimes is it always straight death? Is it
9 out of 10 times, yeah.
what's the 10 out of 10 times?
If you break masquerade, but then you kill the people that were observing while you break the masquerade. If non-kindred communities saw you doing some vampire stuff, and then you kill them so they can't talk, that's fine.
Okay.
But let's say you do something like, I don't know. Let's say your buddy Aubrey dominates someone's mind in a crowd of people,
Mm-hmm.
and they all see him do this.
Mm-hmm.
That's a breach right there.
And
It's a
that's
breach of
automatic. And that's automatic death.
So another thing you gotta really remember is it all depends on both the sheriff and the prince of that city, that ruling area. They may or may not allow certain things to slide, so long as the severity of the breach. In this instance I'm giving you, the people in that crowd could think it just like a prank. It could be a hidden camera show. It could be something silly like that.
Right.
But if you don't have your blush of life on, if you have your fangs out and you're doing this stuff, that leads to more questions from the viewing audience.
Makes sense.
And then you got to remember, there are cell phones everywhere, and people love to
Take pictures and videos.
take pictures and video and upload it to the social medias and live stream and all that shit. So
Right.
then it has now just become not an isolated incident that we could have possibly contained in our city. We don't know where it's gone to. We don't know who else is watching. We don't know if it's just humans watching. If somebody else who's trying to get in some information about us, or ABCD, who knows what,
Right.
is out there. That.
Right. Like, I keep thinking about that, right? Because there's that whole fucking debacle. What's his fucking name? That from upstate, the fucking Ambrose, right?
Ah, shit. Yeah. Aisha.
That
Lady
whole-
Aisha's
that whole
number
thing.
one target. Yeah.
Yeah, but they've been chasing him for like 10 years or some shit. Like,
This is a decade-long chase. I don't think it's a chase anymore. I don't think it's a hunt. I think it's an obsession, but that's just me.
I'm right there with you. 10 years chasing somebody?
This Ambrose kid is very slippery, I gotta say. I mean, I gotta give him props. Aisha's the number one hunter in the world. I mean, come on, she's one of the four. It's kind of ridiculous that he's lasted this long. Unless
I remember the first time you heard they were coming, you ran. I remember that.
If I could have pissed my pants, I would have.
Like, is there a statute of limitations on chasing somebody if they haven't caused any more trouble in like 10 years and they've been inactive? Does the weight of the crime still exist?
So in that 10 years, like I said, it's become an obsession. This is now personal for Lady Aisha. This is like her go-to. She needs this to happen, otherwise she will not be fulfilled. And as you know, they like to make sure that they get their trophy.
Right.
They want to make sure that they get that last sip. So they can taste those memories and feel that fear.
But is that the law?
For the four, it might be. They have their own law. For us,
of course.
For us, if it's just a city-wide thing, if there's a blood hunt, they're gonna hunt you till you're dead, or until you're out of the city. Once you leave the city, that's it.
Right.
We're not gonna hunt you anymore because we got our own shit to take care of here in house.
Fair enough.
But you step back in the city, that hunt's back on.
Yeah. So technically, there's no technical blood hunt for that guy. Just Aisha's vendetta.
True. There's no like quote unquote official blood hunt for this Ambrose guy here in New Orleans, but
right.
As long as Lady Aisha's here in these cities, she's made it well known that we all need to keep our eye out for Ambrose, and we got.
Oh, trust me. I have been in many interactions with that subject, and it's terrifying. It's the worst. I hate it.
Yeah, it's horrifying. You've seen
put it on the list of terrifying experiences I've had in the past few months.
Yes,
since
just a few, right?
Too mad. God, why the prince had to go that mad to let all this shit explode?
Listen, he was always a loose cannon, but fucking Harvester, man, that just like toyed with him too much. That's what it was. That's what it was. That put him over the edge.
I don't even want to think about that, man. Trust me. Oh man, that was awful. Harvester. I will always be on the lookout for that man because of what he did to my friend, what he was planning to do with my friend. And so, if he does come back in the city, there will be a blood hunt for him.
Oh, that absolutely, yeah, that's already in play. As soon as we get ears in the ground that he's back in the city, now that's it. He ain't leaving.
Okay, well,
come hell or oblivion, he ain't coming back. He ain't leaving.
Well, we have several more ears now, so maybe hundreds of thousands of more ears. If the animal circuit works out, we will never not hear something again. That is my dream.
Here's hoping.
But
now the only way really to end a blood hunt, fucking stupid, is if the person who's being hunted kills the prince of that city and then leaves. That's how it's done.
Right. So because... so the person has to. So if it was happening here, that person has to kill our prince and then leave.
Yeah, correct. Because the blood hunt is issued by a prince.
Right.
Therefore, it starts and stops with that prince.
Right. Okay.
So,
fair enough.
If the director is taken out of the play does not go on.
Right. That makes sense in the macabre way. Is there no like I'm now realizing, is there no trial system for our society? Is there no like judicial system?
There's like not really. I mean, we always have court. We've been to court a few times already, but there's no like official like judge, juror, and executioner. I bet it's just
what are we doing here?
Hey, listen, between you and me, this is I respect the Camarilla. I understand it. It's been upheld for centuries.
That's all I've known.
It's a little bit outdated.
Ooh.
There's just some things that need to be revamped. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to change
Ah.
it. I'm not an anarch. I'm not in the Sabbat. I'm Camarilla. I'm a Camarilla.
Yeah, of
you know,
course.
I just think that they
I
could be touched upon a few things.
Hey, again, from what I've heard about how we're supposed to be, from the whispers of other clans, we are very far from the expected Gangrel, apparently. So
Yeah, we are
that already seems different.
absolutely we are in a different
You've already
league.
you've already taught me much more different than the apparent average, Angelo. So I have you to thank for that 100%. Because I don't think I can play in dirt. We fought in that backyard, and I felt gross afterwards. And I was like, I don't want to be in nature anymore. I hate this shit. I don't want to. We had to bury bones, for fuck's sake. And I'm like, I don't want to do that shit ever again.
Yeah, we had to dissect a dinosaur and just bury it up. Who does that? This is not like this is. I did not have this on the Kindred Life bingo card, but here we are.
Here we are. So if that's season to change, why can't other shit change? Why can't we have trials? I mean, I'm gonna say it out loud. The system is terrible to a lot of its people, the young crowd specifically, the misguided crowd especially. Not a lot of elders are like you.
Absolutely not. Damn, nobody's like Angelo, baby.
Yeah, of course.
So you gotta also understand though, Max. The Camarilla, and it all came about in like the Dark Ages. So those are some rough times for Kindred Life. Right after the Inquisition, you had the Dark Ages, and this is when there was no jury in those times. You know, it was you're brought to court because were caught doing some shit, and then either you got a slap on the wrist or you lost your head.
Right.
And the Camarilla adopted that to a degree. There was no, oh, you broke the masquerade. Let me get my ruler and slap your wrist. No. I mean, there's a difference between how humans can go about their laws, and they're respectable. How they not respectable. Their law system's all fucked up. How they go about, disciplining one another. But in Kindred Life, if you mess up and you will break the masquerade, it could be the end of a lot of people. It could be bringing the church here to destroy us. How the church did not come here after the fucking Mad Prince burnt the church, I'm still baffled over that. I still don't know how it happened, how it didn't happen, rather.
Hey, I'm counting stars, all right, about that. Specifically, I'm counting many shooting stars that maybe shined over us that day.
Yeah, because we should all be like 100% at this point. But, yeah.
I just think that the ignorance of the young shouldn't be punished so severely. And, that might have been how it worked in the Dark Ages, because it's called the Dark Ages for a fucking reason.
For a reason, yeah.
But it's not that age anymore. And so, like, we should adopt better law. We should adopt laws and practices and thought processes. Like, the fact that we are so stuck in traditions means we will not grow at the rate we should grow.
Yes, I agree.
And we will continue to have princes like the Mad Prince, who are so stuck in tradition, so stuck in their own asses, that they don't even realize they're not themselves anymore. I hate seeing potential wasted.
Ah, Max, you've been a vampire for only a short time now, and we had our huge discussion as to why I didn't let you see Easy. I saw potential in you, so I didn't let you talk to Easy, right? We talked about this.
Yes.
That was my shortcoming. This is also almost every single sire's shortcoming. It is our responsibility to properly teach our neonates and our new fledglings how it's supposed to work. However, we're also all fucked up in the head because our sire was not the best. Our sire didn't teach us. Our sire threw us to the wolves, metaphorically and physically. So it's like trickle down trauma.
Ugh.
And not all of us who embrace new life into the kindred community are kind enough to our children to actually help them. And that is, I agree with you, it's a disservice to kindred, and it's a very outdated system. I truly believe that we should all be doing more and working more to get a better handle on how to move forward in a better way. Some things I said it before, they're outdated. It needs to be revamped. Needs to be looked at under a microscope and dissected and put back together like the $1 Million Man. Just better, faster, stronger.
Maybe if that is the case, maybe vampires like this Ambrose guy. He's been chased for 10 years of his life. Can catch some kind. There's got to be an explanation for what he did or why he did it. It's just the fact that we're never given a chance to explain. We're just killed. Not like that. And that's what the system seems to do. It just, as soon as though a whisper of a problem appears, it just, as fast as possible, no thought behind it, just a merciless weapon of a system. Just the old ruling the new. Not understanding the new. You make us and expect us to know everything immediately. Not you specifically, but elders in general. The fact that you are an outlier is a shame. The fact, I know that I say this, my Aubrey asked for help because they are from the same clan. He asked personally for the prince stuff, and I know the prince is busy. The prince did give them someone to talk with them that was the same, but the fact that they asked them and got told so strictly no, that's fucked up. Like a person, a vampire should be able to both help the clan at large and the individual. I mean, that's how I feel. That's how I was raised. That's how you raised me. And I think it's a perfect lesson. I just don't see. I guess I haven't grasped time yet. Time's supposed to heal all wounds, but apparently it rips this society apart even more.
You know what I've come to understand? Not just looking at kindred life, but if you're looking at humans too. The longer we're around, the worse we become. Right? And though there are a few good ones out there, a few who try to make the future better for the up and coming, the hierarchy always sticks to the old ways. Those that rule will always put down new ideas, keep the new people on the lowest of the low because they are fearful of being overthrown. They don't want to lose their seat in power. They don't want to give up the throne. They don't want to be challenged. You know what I'm saying? And with that, again, this is human and kindred. This is why both societies will never advance. We are stuck in this cycle of failures. We have failed our neonates because we're not going to give them the time of day. A lot of these newly embraced kindred are embraced and then left to figure it out. And those ones become the ferals that you've heard about. Now, I understand that this Ambrose character, he woke up after being embraced in New York City.
Jesus.
No one there to explain things. Nothing. Not a goddamn thing. And he immediately went into a frenzy. He became a monster that only had one purpose. And if the history is correct, this Ambrose character, he tried to eat a child in the middle of Times Square on his first night of being a kindred. That's not his fault. I cannot begrudge him for that. I understand. I feel sorry for him for that. The other things he's done, setting the Museum of Natural History on fire, then telling into a news camera that he is Ambrose Windsor after the whole world thought he died, him telling police officer who had body cam dominated his mind and told him to go do something else. This Ambrose guy, he is the reason why I keep on saying we are repeating failures, because we're not there to help him. There was no safety net for him, and there's no safety net for a lot of newly embraced kindred. So as much as I want to be there for everybody, and as much as I know there's not going to be other sires like I do to help as best as they can. As much as I fucked up, I was there as best as I could be. I don't know if it's in the blood. I don't know if it's in the beast. I don't know if it's in the lineage of our clans. But our humanity that we do get to keep, that's just one thing that we got to hold on to. That might be our cure in fixing this goddamn messed up system that we're in. We need some form of humanity while we live this monstrous life. You know, I walked into the tea shop a few years ago, and I was talking, not exactly this conversation, but something similar like this with Jeremy. That fucking guy gave me a cup with a monster on it. Half gold, half clear. And he told me that there's always going to be a battle between you, the beast and your humanity. That fucking guy was right. So how do we get there, Max? How do we get there? Because I've been scratching my head at this for years. And I keep on coming back to this cycle of failures that we are stuck in. I don't know how to make it work. I just don't.
I mean, to start, we do what we did. We talk. And you listen. That's the difference. When I talk to you about my problems, about the problems, not just my problems, but the problems with the clan, the problems with Easy, you listened to me. You heard me. You broke down your perspective. You didn't just bat me off. You didn't just push me aside, say that I was dumb for having these thoughts. Didn't punish me. Didn't lob my head off at the slightest inconvenience. We had a conversation. And through that, we both grew. It sounds daunting, because it is, but talking it out has done so much for me, for you, for a lot of kindred that I've been interacted. I had to interact with the people I know. I had to know who they are.
Of course.
I had to get to know them. I can't just write them off as citizen number 1, citizen number 2.
Yeah.
I gotta get to know who they are, to see who they are, to understand their character. If, like you say, like this Ambrose guy went to the police telling them he was him after he was supposedly dead. Don't celebrities get fake death announcements all the time? Why is this one so different? If whoever was in charge of Ambrose listened to Ambrose and didn't just tell him things, their desires, their needs, then maybe he would have had a chance to grow and learn something. But no, from the sounds of it, he had a fucking baby? Left day 1 in New York City?
Yeah.
That's not even behind an 8-ball. That's all 8 balls.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if they were properly nurtured and properly taught, how different they would be? But no one was there for, from the sounds of it, no one is there for them. No one is there for a lot of people. There's a fucking caravan, a boat out here in Nolens with a Thin Blood who's very nice, who's just trying to make it in the world, but has no one to help them out. A wonderful gentleman, fantastic guy, but he is so alone. He doesn't understand who he is or what he is. Like, he was so afraid of existing. Like the fact that we are afraid to exist. That's the sin. That's the start. If someone is able to explain their problem or explain themselves, then a dialogue can start and help can begin. And our goddamn masquerade can continue to flourish. Can't do that if we're dead. At the slightest hint. Like, yes, burning down the museum was bad, but if I went to New York, the museum's still up, and I'm sure no one cares. Like, I'm sure maybe Neil deGrasse Tyson cares, but like, no one cares. No one is like, oh man, that 10 years ago, that damage. You would hear that on the TV every day. If humans truly cared, we'd never hear the end of it. But just like the world, they moved on. Like if
You
the
remember when
world
that
truly
church,
cared,
that very famous church burnt down, and the world like poured
yes,
money in for all of 1 week, and then
yes,
never heard about it again?
never heard
It's
from him
exactly
again.
like this.
And that's my point. The world is moving so fast these days. Like, who gives a fuck? The fact that you even said it. The fact that our church being burnt down didn't bring down literal hell and high water on us. That speaks volumes. But it doesn't start unless there's a dialogue between the young and the old. And the old don't just kill us for having an opinion because they're scared, as you said, of losing their position, of losing their throne. It's not even about that. I hate being a primogen. I hate this shit. Being in charge, politics, good.
But it don't get worse when you're the sheriff, I'll tell you that.
I'm sure you are having a terrible time.
I hate living.
I'm thinking about the paperwork, and that sounds atrocious. So it got you. Understand? it's just that's the number one thing that irritates me about this system. There's no voice for us unless we scream it, and there's a revolution. It doesn't have to be a revolution. It doesn't have to be a change of regime. It could just be a talk, so we can find out who the real bad guys are and punish them accordingly. Can you think if everyone just had a sire that cared as much as you cared about me, maybe singular, and yes, you forgot about the other children, but give that energy to their children at large, think how fresh our society would be. Think how much more advanced our society would be if we weren't always worrying about being stabbed in the back. Not everyone has a knife. And the fact that our society treats each other like we do is killing us.
What's worse is that we don't see each other as having a knife. The thing is, we see each other as the knife. And that's the problem. That's the problem. I agree with you, Max. I do. Like, listen, I've been battling this thought in my head for decades now, man. You know that I wouldn't have this conversation so lightly if I hadn't, you know?
Right.
I think that if I brought this as a suggestion to the prince, mind you, she is fucking level-headed. She is down to earth to a degree. She is one of the most humane princes I've ever interacted with. She might want to adopt this theory. Give me some time. Let it sit and stew with her. And we'll see if this can produce any fruit. Hopefully ripe fruit, not rotten fruit, because if it goes the wrong direction, I don't want to know about it.
If it goes the wrong direction, this was a lovely last talk.
Ho! Hey, speaking of last talks, I just remembered our last conversation about 10 minutes ago with Blood Hunts. if there's two blood hunts going on, or if the one person who's being hunted knows of an even worse breacher or threat, that might be a bargaining tool to keep themselves alive.
Of course there is. Of course that's the one exception. Like we said, we all the knives. And nothing's more scarier than a bigger knife.
Yeah.
Make in a twisted, again, macabre sense of self and justice, it makes sense.
Fucked up, ain't it?
Very. This new world you brought me into is a mess.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but at the same time, the world that you were in before was just a mess as well. You were quite literally dying when I found you.
Yeah.
Sometimes I wonder if it was the right move for you. But then again, we can't dwell on shit like that, right? We'll drive ourselves crazy.
Yeah. Hey, well, if I didn't exist in this capacity, we wouldn't have ever seen crows carrying grenades or dinosaurs together. So,
I mean, I've seen some crazy shit in my time. I've seen some shit. I was there at D-Day, but fucking grenades off of a bird? Tops everything.
Yeah.
Swimming on the insides of a turtle? Tops everything.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing a fucking Tyrannosaurus Rex? Tops everything. And that's all in one night.
Oh, that was one night. That was one night of our lives. These past 2 months have been a fucking mess.
I liked it when my life was boring.
Same.
I had free time. I could read my books.
You gotta get into audiobooks, man. I keep telling you.
I don't want someone
Have
talking
someone
to me.
read
I got enough people talking to me all day long. I mean,
but this person doesn't talk to you; they just talk at you with the words. I keep telling you.
Does that sound nice?
I mean, it's like being read a bedtime story.
Ooh, that's one way of putting it. I never thought about it that way.
Yeah,
Bedtime story, huh?
yeah.
Sugar loves her bedtime stories. It's
Mm.
She likes the Rainbow Fish. She likes Harold and the Purple Crayon.
Mm-hmm. I mean, hey, just between you and me, she might like something like, I'm gonna say like Hamlet, King Lear. You can't just read Dr. Seuss stuff. You gotta diversify. You gotta like something with some political drama. Maybe, I don't know. You can't just
What makes you
be
say
reading
that?
a child.
Like, why do you think
like,
that Sugar would like that?
I mean, secretly, like, how do I put this? I'm trying to think how Christians wants to word it for Max. I love Sugar. Trust me, I love Sugar. That they are a chaotic mess of a child.
Oh my God, you don't know the half of it, Max. You really don't.
I certainly don't know the half of it.
You don't gotta live with her. She makes my life hell sometimes.
It is a mess of a life, I'm sure. Hey, and while you were gone, I had to deal with that mess. I'm gonna say that right now. While you were gone, I had to deal with that, and that you are correct. I'm just saying, like how you'd hear about like pregnant ladies putting different music on their stomachs to nurture their kid. I'd recommend doing the same. Honestly, if you're gonna read books, make it interesting for you too. That might help. Like
Okay.
personally, I've been listening to
Bridgerton. I've been wanting to watch Bridgerton. You think she'd like that?
some political interest. Yeah, Bridgerton might be good. I know that. I mean, I'm sure that they're a fan of those cooking shows, all those ingredients, all that food. That that fat cat must love staring at the TV all day for those.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
That's something to think about. But all
I
right.
mean, like, yeah, yeah,
Okay. That
yeah.
that's an interesting thought. Thank you for that. I
Of
might
course,
pick up
man,
an
of course.
audiobook now. I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
Oof.
Christian does recommend audiobooks. They're great. I love me some audiobooks. I recommend the Redwall saga. Personally. Um, what's another saga I recommend? Anything by Brandon Sanderson, like fucking what is it called? Uh, I'm just going off on a tangent now. Anything from the Stormlight Archives, read that shit. That's fucking great. It's got great narrators for it. But yeah, but I recommend. I think Max would also recommend Redwall because it's got animals in it,
Nice.
and it's a great series of books. Though
Redwall.
Christian knows that the protagonists of the first one, the antagonists, should say, are cats. So they do get their comeuppance, and the protagonists are mice. So it might be like a in their mind, it's like, fuck, I wish they won kind of scenario. Yeah, but, I recommend that. But Max just goes, if it comes up in conversation of things that need changing, maybe softly recommend what we've talked about today. Because a lot of new vampires need guidance, and they're not getting it. And the olive branch of Aubrey getting a mentor is a start. That's a good start. But more can be done. And now with the freedom we have, right? The freedom of not having to worry about getting killed immediately by lizard people. You can start doing that, just checking up on the people of the city, making sure we're all okay, because that's some traumatic shit. If that's what a prince should do, make sure that their citizens are good. And hey, and if they're not, help fix it, not solve the problem. Nudge the solution forward. So you still have your power, but you're still influential.
Sure. I mean, I understand. I 100% get it. I'm behind this idea. I think it's smart. I think it's a great way to go forward. It's just getting a lot of other people on board. I'm gonna start with the prince, man. That's the only. That's the only domino that needs to fall, right?
That's yes.
It's the
That is
only
the
domino that
domino.
needs to fall.
Yeah. I have seen you box with the best of them and beat the best of them. This is just a different kind of match.
It's a different kind of match, and the ring is quite different. But as long as I got the right people in my corner, I'll go the full 12.
Hey, I wasn't the people's champion the night without you.
But you were, though. Come on. Don't sell yourself short.
Hey, oh, I'm not. I'm selling both of us more. If anybody can talk And if anybody can convince better than me, it's you. You taught me to use my words. I was all throwing fists and headbutts and kicks to survive. But you taught me that there were better ways, easier ways, ways that didn't get me concussed every night. So you got this. I, your son, believe in you, if that helps.
It definitely does. I can't say it doesn't.
Now, and we've been jogging for a bit and taking breaks every now and then. Max will lead them to just a in quotation marks bad neighborhood with some known local gangbangers, and we'll just like point over to like a corner. Now, let's say fuck those words, and why don't we award both of ourselves a nice meal for all the stress we've been through. A nice simple one, a nice easy one, compared to 2 nights.
Let's call this a palate cleanser, shall we?
Let's go. And then we go and feed because we're vampires and this is the masquerade.
Right. Ba-ba-ba-bum.
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
I think that's a very good place for us to end tonight's episode with you and your sire feeding and hunting together in your neighborhood after this very interesting discussion on how to better the kindred community, new and old. I like that a lot. So well played, Christian. Thank you very much.
Thank you for giving me the chance to do so.
Oh, hell yeah, man. Always. You want to do your exit outro?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Hey, everybody. Hi, my name is Christian, a.k.a. Fluffy Goomba. All over the internet, I'm a TTRPG performer, educator, and event coordinator in the space. And soon, I am also an Crit Award nominated player of this game specifically. So hopefully we'll see if I win, and I'll be as humble as a pie. No, I won't. I'll be bragging up the storm because this is my first game of Vampire the Masquerade ever. This campaign, and I've had an absolute I can't think or imagine myself playing Vampire the Masquerade before this. But thank you, Dylan, for inviting me to this a mess of a world. Look at how cool this place could be. It can not just be horror. It can be you talking to mafia animals.
That's right.
Because why not?
Because why?
That's how you sell me. That's how you sell me. That you don't give me the spooky. I don't care about the spooky shit. Just tell me I can talk to animals and we can talk to gangsters of animals. That's all you need to say. That's it. That's it. Sold. Hook, line, sinker. Done.
It's an easy way. It's an easy way to get it.
Easy way. Just tell me I can talk to animals that are gangsters. That's it. That's all you gotta do. But yeah, I've been Maximilian watching your Gangrel Primogen trying to change the system because the system as of now sucks.
Yeah, it needs a heavy
hopefully some
reboot.
change can come. I've learned something. Christian, because Max and I are as ignorant as each other. I've learned some things about vampire laws and vampire rulings. I've learned that technically, since Ambrose is not wanted in Nolans, but just wanted by Aisha, it's not a blood hunt. It's just a hunt. Correct.
Correct.
Quotation marks. So legally is like because
Until
they're older, they're allowed to.
The prince says there's an actual blood hunt.
Yes.
Then it's a blood hunt. Right now, it's just a 1 versus 1.
It's just a vendetta. That makes me feel like there's less pressure, but it's still pressure. But it makes you feel like there's less like dominance in that pressure.
Sure.
It's and of course, but at the same time, it's like it's one of the 4. It's fucking Lady Aisha, and that's dangerous. Fucking Crit Award nominated villain Aisha, aka you. But at the same time, I'm like, okay, so there are things we can do. There's not like a just because I'm an elder, fuck you kind of situation. There has to be a gate or like a nebulous something. That the fact that there's a net at all helps me immensely. So cool. I love Vampire the Masquerade. It's great. What a game. What a game.
What a game.
If we had less meaty terrible shit and more of what I had today, I'd be all for every single day. I'd be eating Vampire the Masquerade up, and then like fuck all the lore. I want more of that.
Got you. We can make it work, man. We can make it work.
We can make it work. We can make it work. I just want to have my spy network of animals. It's gotta be.
We
great.
gotta come up with an awesome name for that too. We have to come up with a name.
Probably some word for animal kingdom in Latin, equivalent, like animalus. Yeah,
we'll figure
it out. We'll figure it out. We got this.
We'll workshop it. We'll workshop it.
We'll workshop it. All right, team. All right, get the hell out of here. We love you. Who are you, Dylan?
Me. Guess what? My name is Dylan. I am everywhere on the internet at roll number 4. Then my name Dylan, Dylan. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. It's been what a fun evening this was. We had a lot of laughs. We had a good time tonight.
Yes.
I like how it was all good times until we got to the deep meat and potatoes, which needed to happen though.
Yes.
So that was very, 100%. Very fun. Hey, guess what? We're going to raid Vancouver by night. They're playing a little vampire game as well right now. So let's go and do that right now. Yeah. Have a great evening, everybody. Let's go and say hello to our friends, Vancouver. Bye. Here comes the raid.
We're raiding.
We're raiding right now.